Once Upon a Time. The Flying Teacups and the Little Pink Rabbits by Lunar Starlight. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, in a magical forest far away, there lived a group of little teacups. These teacups were very special because they had a secret power: they could fly. But these teacups were not always as happy as they should be. They were sad because they were never allowed to fly freely and explore the world around them. They were always locked in a kitchen cupboard and used only to serve tea. One day, when no one was home, the teacups decided to take matters into their own hands. They gathered together and used their magical power to fly out of the kitchen cupboard and into the world. The teacups flew high into the sky, dancing and floating in the air. They were so happy to finally be able to explore the world and see all the wonderful things around them. But then the wind started blowing up into a storm. The wind grabbed the teacups and blew them away, far from the forest they knew so well. The teacups were scared and didn't know what to do. Suddenly, a little girl came walking along the road. She saw the teacups flying around in the air and became very curious. The teacups flew down to the girl and told her their story. The girl was very happy to meet the flying teacups and decided to help them. She took them home with her and gave them a safe place to stay. From that day on, the teacups lived with the girl and flew around her garden every day. And that's the story of the flying teacups that found freedom and a new home with a kind girl. The girl who had taken the flying teacups into her home was very happy to have them there. She looked after them and always gave them something good to drink. The teacups were so grateful for her care and love. One day, the girl discovered that there was a big competition for flying objects to be held in the city. She decided to enter the teacups in the competition and practice them hard every day to get them ready. Finally, the day of the competition had arrived. The teacups were very nervous, but also very excited. They flew so high up in the sky that they could almost reach the clouds, and they danced and floated in the air in a way no other object could. When the judges came to choose the winner, there was no doubt who had won. The flying teacups had impressed everyone with their beauty and elegance, and they were declared the winners of the competition. While the flying teacups were at the competition, there was a group of small pink rabbits hopping around the area. These rabbits also had a secret power: they could fly. They were so excited to see the flying teacups, and decided to hop into one of them for a little ride. The teacups were surprised, but also very happy to have some new friends along for the ride. The rabbits laughed and jumped around in the teacup, and it was almost like a circus act. They flew around and around in the air, and everyone watching was completely captivated by the sight. Finally, the teacups landed safely on the ground again, and the rabbits jumped out of the cup with big smiles on their faces. They thanked the teacups for the trip and said that they had never had so much fun before. And then the flying teacups and the little pink bunnies flew off into the world, on new adventures and experiences, always together and always happy. The teacups were so proud and happy to have won, but more importantly, they had found a new home with the girl. They had found a new family who looked after them and gave them all the love they needed. And so they lived happily ever after, dancing and soaring through the air, spreading joy and magic to all who saw them fly.